Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Brotherhood podcast. And I am like stupid hype right now. I don't know if anybody else watched it, but I watched that Verzuz start to finish.
Yeah, that was...
Yo, I don't even know where to start. Let's start with the fact that New York is a whole different kind of crowd, especially for hip hop, man. They came out for the rap. Like, they didn't come here for the cutesy hits or nothing. They came here to hear bars. That was... I would have loved to have been there. I mean, it was probably a COVID fest up in there, but I would have loved to have been there.
Hell yeah, facts. I mean, it was hyped. It was like people wanted to go see a battle rap event. Honestly, it felt
did.
like that. And it was crazy because like the minute you got into the room, you could feel the energy of the LOX. Like, it's going down.
Yeah, it was like, it was different. Even like from the beginning though, like the LOX got introduced. They sound man was on point. They had their entrance music. They came out. And they did it, man. And then Dipset, they had troubles with their sound at the very beginning of it. And they was waiting. It got crazy. I was like, we off to a good start here.
Hell yeah. No, it was...
I didn't even write down like the song matchup because I felt like it wasn't even necessary at this point.
Neither. Like, I didn't think... Because I was 1 or 2, but then I was like just listening. I'm like, this is... It was like every time Dipset thought they had one up on like one of the songs... Dude, the LOX will play some shit. You be like, yo, I forgot about that song. That shit does like it. I mean, they were just straight demolishing them the whole.
I mean, but they even came out strong because they started with niggas done started something. Like, it was nothing. Like, they was like, all right, let's go. Boom. Just hit them right there with the bars.
They was remembering
every bar. And they were rapping. That was the thing. It was a concert.
Yeah.
They were putting on a show. They were here to rap.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that the live shows are going to make Verzuz a lot more interesting.
Hell yeah.
Going forward, because it's different when you can when you just have two people playing their songs, you're like, okay, that song was better than that song.
Right.
Here, it kind of doesn't even matter a little bit because
you got to perform that shit.
You have to sell it, and the LOX had no problem selling anything. They didn't need a Freaky Zeke out there doing weird dances. You know?
Well, hey, yo, what was Freaky doing out there? Yo, like who's message?
That's what who said that? I think it was Sheik was like, yo, do you rap? what are you here for? Like, where's your verses? You haven't said nothing. Nothing.
That. He always gets his name on the credits, but we never hear him talk.
I think he posted something after, was like, oh, that's my voice on Hey Ma, doing the Hey Ma.
Oh Lord,
what's up? Yeah, that's him. He gets his credits, I guess. And I'm not gonna act like I know enough Diplomat songs to know if he's rapping on anything.
Right.
But I've heard a lot of Diplomat songs. And I haven't heard him rapping on anything, so I don't know, man. I can't vouch for him in any way.
Yo, but it was crazy, yo. Like, I felt like Dipset was literally there just to lip sync their songs. Like,
and they didn't even do a good job.
Nah, man.
They didn't even do a good job.
That shit was atrocious.
That nigga Jadakiss was clowning. He was talking about, yo, these niggas don't even know the words to their own songs.
We in the mecca of hip hop. And these niggas ain't even fucking rapping that this week. They came to rap.
He said you could have stayed in the car for that shit.
Right. That's what he said. I could be at the crib right now, chilling. He was saying that the whole time. Jadakiss
was on 1, 2, 3, and 4, bro.
But he was saying the whole time. He was just like Dipset.
He was killing, and they thought they was about to do something. And then he busted out that Who Shot that is it Who Shot You? The Biggie joint?
Yeah, Who Shot You?
When he busted that out,
yeah.
I was like, it's already over. Nigga. I was just like, dude, what can you do at that
point? All
point?
about the Benjamins. He was like, you can't play that. You can't rap Diddy's verse. He's like, why not?
And I wrote it. And then it was hilarious because Diddy was in the comments of the verse. It was like, yeah, Jadakiss wrote that verse.
Of course
what
he
are you
did.
doing? What are you talking about? Jada wrote that.
Jada wrote that shit.
Jada wrote that.
That's what that, like, that's what what's dope about hip hop is even Dipset wasn't even privy to the fact that.
And Cam kept saying, "Oh, we didn't know that. We didn't know the SOP. We didn't know the SOP. We didn't know we were supposed to do. Like, you should have boned up, homie. Like, what was you doing? Like, you heard you was doing a verse and you thought y'all was just gonna play song for song and in front of a live crowd.
It was gonna be cool. You had Madison Square Garden, my niggas. Like,
that's insane, bro.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it at Madison Square Garden. I'm sorry, it just gotta happen.
No, straight up, man. I was like, and then they kept shooting themselves in the foot. Because that nigga Cameron played Welcome to New York with Jay.
And he saw, that's a cool one.
That nigga said, no, because what he said, like, even up to that, he was like, you ain't got no New York record like that. That nigga Jadakiss looked at him like he was stupid.
Why are you saying this to me right now?
Bro, when I say the LOX was prepared
for
everything, they had to have known that they were that something like that was gonna happen, and they had their sound man. They sound man was on point,
or he was intuitive to the mood of the whole verses.
Yo, whatever it is,
because he was like, oh, y'all ain't got a New York song, and the dude was like, ooh, put on that New York shit. Let's see
that shit. They
put
on fucking
that Ja Rule New York song. And that nigga Jadakiss's verse was the illest one on the whole fucking shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
And niggas know his verse. That's how good it is. It's like niggas know. And I'm not cocky. I'm confident. Everybody knows that part.
Me I'm the best. It's a compliment.
Everyone knows that part, bro. And it's crazy. And they know the hook. I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York. Yeah. Because the Welcome to New York was dope. Because of you know what I mean, the background. Like,
but you also had Jay.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean. You had a cheat code and you still lost it.
And you still lost it. You had the Game Shark, my nigga. And you did right. You know,
nigga put up, down, left, right. PA start and you still came away with the L.
With the L because that New York, no, and it doesn't.
Am I mistaken? Or did the LOX not even play Money, Power, Respect?
They did.
Okay, I was about to say.
They did.
I'm trying to say I didn't remember. I was about to say they didn't even need it.
I was waiting for that, but they didn't need it, dude. Jadakiss didn't even play the song with him and Mariah Carey by themselves.
You talking about Kiss Me?
Yeah, he didn't play that in the medley. Like, you know what I'm saying? He said, we got Grammys over here.
That nigga kept saying it too. He's like, we got Grammys, homie. What are you talking about?
We got
what are you talking about?
Who does this? What do you mean we don't like girls?
Nothing.
He said, we don't like girls. What?
And then all of a sudden, ride or die, bitch. Because I was like, and you can see, and I seen it on Jules Santana's face as soon as he said that. He was like, yo, these niggas don't like girls. These niggas must not like girls. Y'all ain't got no record. And then Jadakiss just looked, he was like, what? We ain't got no records.
What? What do you mean?
And then all of a sudden, like, yo.
What?
I was half expecting Eve to come out, bro.
I wanted her to come out so bad.
That shit would have set it off.
Yeah, no, but then they did Honey. We went, come on, dog. Yeah. You're not.
And then it was funny because at a certain point, when it was starting to get like later, and you could tell they was like winding down a little bit. Joel Santana kept trying to predict the song that was coming up next.
Yep.
And he was wrong every single time. He's like, all right, now play We Gon' Make It. And then that nigga Jadakiss was like,
and that song,
nah.
And that's sick. And that song hits though. Like,
he didn't even need it.
But they did it at the end though. And it was
just
dope. Yeah.
Fuck the frail shit, nigga. That's how you start a song.
Fuck
Let's go.
The frail shit. I was like, yo, that's how you.
Bro, it's just.
Wild Out came on. They said they didn't have no anthems. They did the Wild Out, dog. LOX was prepared for everything. Jadakiss went GOAT mode on the whole stuff.
Jadakiss reminded everybody why he is top 5 dead or alive, and that's just after one LP. I don't know where everybody got Jadakiss in their top 5 rappers of all time or whatever, or top 10. But if he's not at least in your mind when you come up with these lists, you're tripping. You are straight tripping, bro. Jadakiss.
He's worked with everyone. It's not even just like a mainstream level. This dude has worked and he's killed verses on where people were like, oh, he wasn't supposed to have the dopest verse in that shit, but he did.
You know what it is too? I feel like, and like I said, I think the crowd played a big part into that. That New York crowd was here for rap, hip hop, because the Diplomats, they got a lot of like Hey Ma, Old Boys, Ballin',
Can You Suck It or Not.
You know, they have all those like songs that are kind of like, oh, you know, these are bops, as the kids would say. And but the LOX didn't need that. They just came to rap, man. They came to spit
that
bars.
Styles, yo. When I Get High came on, everybody got freaking hype.
How you do Good Times while lighting the blast? As soon as that come on, this man is sitting there center stage, lighting that blunt up. It was just like, let's go. And then rap with the blunt.
Yeah. Dude, I smoked till my lungs collapsed. Nigga,
yo.
That nigga the whole song was fire because he stayed on subject.
They did that Rough Riders Anthem remix.
Oh yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, everybody Rough Riders got a piece of that.
Dragon was on there. Eve was on that.
Eve murked that. Everybody murked that shit. That was bad.
Real talk. This
was crazy. Bro.
It should have been Wu-Tang. It should have been LOX and Wu-Tang.
It should have been.
It should have been LOX and Wu-Tang.
That might have, because you know what? Everybody has spread out and did their own shit. And RZA has a dope ass producing credits too. Dog.
It should have been LOX and Wu-Tang.
Yeah, you know what and you were about, now that you're thinking about verse, like, you know who would be, that would make sense for Kanye, but it still wouldn't make a difference? Lil Wayne. because in that point, at the point,
I see what you're saying.
Because at the point they were getting at the highest, both of them were like, basically, it was like 1 and 2 for them. Everybody felt like Kanye and Wayne were going head to head. And I forgot what year it was, but they were going head to head on who was the best at one point, right?
It was probably like 2009 and
yeah,
up. Like,
yeah, because Kanye had went on Lollipop remix, straight up murked it. Then Wayne went on the Can't Tell Me Nothing remix. His verse was actually pretty dope on that one. I felt like they were like going at each other. So if we're talking about the peak, I think Kanye and Wayne.
I can see that. I can see exactly what you're talking about. I think, unpopular opinion, I think Kanye wins that in my head, but I think the fans, I think the oversaturation of Wayne kind of like weighs a lot on that because he had a lot out at a very short amount of time, like 30,000 mixtapes and shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he was doing a lot. He was putting out a lot of stuff. And he bars wise, I wasn't really saying nothing, but you know, I mean, that's just my personal opinion. We ain't gonna talk about that. You know, everybody's got their opinion on Wayne. I don't think he's bad. I just don't think he's the level that people kind of put him on that pedestal.
Right?
But
they like. I feel like they overhype him a lot. But I mean,
but that's personal opinion. I'm not gonna say that nigga can't rap because I mean. He was going in on Cannon, which was one of my favorite songs, until he said, you know,
ketchup like mayonnaise. I'm sorry,
that doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Convince me.
It's not what you say, but how you say it, bro. Like,
I'm sorry, that's not happening. I refuse to believe that's a good line. You can't convince me. It's not gonna happen. No,
straight up.
But yeah, I feel like for Verzuz, Kanye would put. Did you hear the live thing from Kanye?
No, see, I've been trying to find it because somebody told me the album was dropping the same time.
And then everybody, the crazy.
I don't know where the fuck to get it.
Yeah, and no, the crazy part. Right, that's not the crazy part is on YouTube. It was a thing. They were like, "What happened to Donda?"
I heard a lot of people saying good shit about it.
He has live performances on certain songs. So he's in I forgot where he's at, but he's at a stadium.
He's in it's like Atlanta, right?
Yeah, and he's like doing it with a mask on or whatever. There's Donda like little vest on, but he's performing the song.
Yeah, because I seen the photos. I know Jay Electronica was there. I think Yachty was there. I know Chappelle was there. Like they were doing it. I'm pretty sure Sci-Hi was there at some point. Like, I want to hear the project.
Yeah, from what I heard, it was cool. But when they put the features on, it made you feel a certain way, right?
What do you mean?
All the features are like Lil Uzi Vert, Playboy Cardi, all these people, you know what I mean, who pretty much have the same style, the
same sound for the most part.
And so like I don't know, like I know Kanye's a genius, you know what I'm saying? So I know there's some
the sound is gonna work for Kanye. He's always gonna make it work.
I know what he's,
but I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like I know what he's doing, but I'm like, dang, there could have been Pusha T is the only one in that whole like thing that to me had a level of, you know what I mean? It was like dope.
Well,
like
I mean, because Jay's on there, right?
Oh yeah,
as far as we know. And then I'm pretty
Jay's
sure I don't know if Jay Electronica is on the album. I hope he is because he was there, rocking the Donda vest as well. You know what I mean? Like I think that this is what Kanye has always been best at, and I think when he got away from that, where it's kind of like Kanye is good at putting together like compilation albums for the most part.
Because that's what I felt about College Dropout. I felt like it was his album, but it was more of an event than it was anything.
And that was the thing though, because even all the singles, I don't think any of the singles that he dropped from College Dropout
supposed to
have features.
Yeah, and they weren't supposed to be a banger
because
like
he dropped what Through the Wire was the first one. That was all him. All Falls Down. Jesus Walks. I think that was those.
The
workout plan. Those were all him. Those were all singles that he dropped.
But the workout plan, he put the remix in there. So
kind of, but only Farnsworth was on there because for the video. But even still, that was just him.
And he did no features.
He did the same thing, and I think Late Registration was kind of the same way because he dropped it with Diamonds until the remix. But I don't even think that was dropped as a single. Heard him say. I mean, Adam Levine was on it, but it's still kind of just him,
right?
You know what I mean? Like, I think what else? Was that it?
Gold Digger.
Gold Digger, once again, Jamie Foxx, but it was still him.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he's really good at that. Like, because the rest of that album is compilation. You know, you got Cameron on tracks with Consequences.
Since he came out, he's been known for doing that.
Yeah. I'm the Gap, Black Banana Republic, and the whole Navy.
Yeah, he really bridges, you know what I mean? He puts Freeway on tracks with Most Def. Like,
you call him Quali or Quilly. I put him on songs with Jay-Z.
Like, what? Like,
he does that. And I think that's what was like the genius. And I think once he started getting away from that, it kind of like that's when like the perception of his drop off kind of started. And I think it was 808s and Heartbreak specifically because and I like that album. I'm not even gonna front. I like it, but I also think like when Dark Fantasy came out, I was like, this is what I wanted. Though.
Yeah, right.
You know
Dark
what I mean?
He upped the ante again. Like he didn't. I think on 808 Heartbreaks he settled for putting music out because he knew he wants to do it, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? It wasn't all of his heart into it.
I think it was a passion. I think it was just something he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And the one thing I do like about Kanye is that he's always been willing to put his creativity out there on the line and just try something different. You know what I mean? For better or for worse. You know, we all shitted on Yeezus, and I think it has a couple of dope tracks on there. Blood on the Leaves is a banger if you ain't listening to that, bro.
It's the shit. You know what I'm saying?
But
Black Skinhead caught me off guard because I heard it before, but when I got out and I was listening to him, I'm like, hey, Kanye's snapping right now.
Snapping. He be snapping on that.
And it's the craziest thing because even the hook, I remember him saying 300 bitches, we're the Trojans. I don't think people like understood that.
I got
line.
it. Yeah, I got
it.
That
shit was hard. I was like, he just said, I keep it 300 like the Romans. 300, we're the Trojans. I'm like,
although he did say 300 like the Romans, and that's not how that works because the Romans.
But I get the correlation he was going for. Like people, like Kanye be saying some stuff, yo. Like he does, dude. He said like stop all that coon shit. He said stop all that coon shit in the song and dropped the video for this shit. Like he really said that. Stop all that coon shit, the early cartoon shit. This is that goon shit that fuck up your whole afternoon shit. Like what? Who's that nigga Kanye be snapping? I love it. So I can't wait for Donda.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Yep.
Nigga, if you put it out, I just want to hear the album, man.
I want to hear the album.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it, bro. I don't care what nobody say. I'm here for it.
Hell yeah, because that's gonna be fire, yo. Like I can't wait just to hear the whole project because I feel like every one of Kanye's albums is an event. It's not like an album.
That's true as well.
Like when Game was on Late Registration, but he didn't rap. He did. He was there for but the hook, because he was on it, emphasized it that much harder. I think that's what Kanye understood. He was like, dog, Game's voice is kind of rough. Like if I put that shit on the back of
Didn't Game end up putting that his verse, like I guess he's
there's a remix on it.
He put like a remix on it on what was that Ghost Unit mixtape that was trash?
Yeah, that was trash.
This nigga spent like 4 years just dissing G Unit and then wonder why people stop liking this nigga. Like,
it was okay. You did a 300 bars. You should have left it at that.
Yeah, you didn't have to keep going.
He did a whole mixtape. Bro, he used all of Dre's beats and just started doing songs over their shit.
That shit was whack, man.
That shit was crazy. He did just a little bit. Like he should just left it.
That shit was whack.
300 bars said what he needed to say. It was like going on stage, rapping. He could have just dropped the mic there and dipped out.
Yeah, 300 bars was dope because we all heard it and it came on the radio. That was the crazy thing. They dropped that shit on the radio. We was kind of like,
we were like, what? They're playing mixtape shit on the radio, nigga. And I was like, yo, what? This nigga snapped.
That nigga was a go. That nigga pulled a page out of Ice Cube's
and
book
really used Jack for beats and started
just went rapping. In, bro. That shit was dope.
It was dope. But he wasted his time doing the rest of that mixtape.
He could have been making albums.
Yep.
Or something good.
Focused on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga really wasted his time getting Cat Williams on a song to diss fucking Young Guns when they referenced a character.
Not dance with the money type
fake ass pimps like Money Man.
First off, that line was fire.
That line was fire.
But secondly, what are you mad at? That's a character. It's not even you.
That's the whole thing. Like, how sensitive do you have to be?
But Game's always been on that weird shit though, bro. Like he does. Like I feel like Game likes this. Like
he does though.
He likes this contention bullshit.
But he pulled that from 50's book too. Because I mean, that was like a lot of early 50 is him.
Yeah.
Strictly beefing with people, finding somebody to beef with.
Joe Buttons. Fucking DJ Clue.
Beefing with Jadakiss, Fat
everybody.
Nas, like let it go, nigga.
I'm glad that he dropped that beef with Nas. He's an idiot for that. Like that.
He should have dropped that beef with Jay, nigga. Like you stupid.
Come on,
but
bro.
It is what it is, man.
Dude, well, that's the same thing like with 50 Cent. Like 50 Cent dissed Jadakiss, and that didn't end well.
Hey, stop.
No, because Jadakiss came out with that Animal song, dude. Destroyed his Checkmate. Destroyed his shit. It was fucked up. But that's what happens.
That's what Jada do.
That's what Jada does.
That's what Jada do.
That's what he does. But I feel like I can't wait for this Donda album. I'm excited about it. I know it's gonna be a bang. I know it's gonna be hard. And I feel like he's doing it on purpose too. Like
this nigga.
I feel like he's doing it on purpose.
Irritate my life right now with that shit. I need it. I need it.
Facts.
Oh, speaking of albums.
Speaking of albums, nice segue.
Fucking Mario Lopez of this shit.
Mario Lopez is the segue king.
He has some trash ass segue. What the fuck you talking about?
But he is the segue king. He's the only one that does it consistently. Everybody acts like segues don't exist.
Nigga, this is just dumb. You don't need to do a segue. Just introduce the next act. That's your only job, nigga.
But it's funny the way he does it though, bro. This makes me laugh because he really thinks he's cool, dog. Like,
this nigga would be like really dancing their way to the. I'm like, shut up, nigga. Shut up.
Don't do that, dog. Hey, A for effort though. A for effort. That's not what.
Oh, you get an E for effort. You'll get no A's.
Yeah,
A's are great. No, A is a good grade.
All right, fine. E for effort. That's not even a grade though.
Exactly.
All right, to the album. Nah,
King's Disease 2.
King's Disease 2 is the shit.
This nigga just won a Grammy. He's trying to go back and get another one, man.
Yeah, true, for real. Because what the flip, dude? Like, this nigga, he's ridiculous.
You know what's so hilarious, too? That shit, I think about this shit. It was a while ago, and Lonzo Ball was talking about music, hip hop, which he should never do. His fucking opinions. His opinions have no basis in actual hip hop.
They never happened.
But this nigga had the nerve to say, "Ain't nobody listening to Nas."
Wow.
Right? Nas win a Grammy. If you don't shut your ass up, nigga. This shit's crazy. But that's completely off topic. Nas, King's Disease 2. Expectations going in. What were they?
Oh, Nas makes classic projects, period.
You know what I don't like, though? This new thing of releasing track lists. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't, I will say it doesn't like, telling me you have certain people on your album is one thing. Releasing a track list to let me know where they're placed doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't be like, oh, that song's going to be hard because it's got such and such. I'm like, no, because we've seen this shit before. I've seen it where people have said, oh, this person's going to have a song with this person. I expect things and nothing happens. You know, like, I think, like, for me, one of the biggest disappointments recently was, for me, the Drake and Meek Mill's collab, because I expected them to snap. These niggas have been beefing for the better part of a year.
And then they came out with that bullshit.
Well, yeah, with that bullshit. I thought they was going to go in and snap. I thought they was going to go.
Like,
I thought they were going to rap.
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't do it.
As soon as I remember I was listening to the album, as soon as I heard that beat, I was like, nope.
It's going to be one of those songs.
It's going to be one of those songs.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with it.
Yep, because it is. Because they could have. They could have rapped.
They should have.
All that aggression they
I
had.
wanted to hear it.
Yeah.
I just think that's better. When you get two people, I'm sorry, like, you could have done this club record anywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, this could have been at any point for no
time.
reason. But this shit, you guys just, you guys squash the beef, reconcile all that good stuff. I wanted to hear it. I wanted to hear some bars. But let's go back to the Styles album.
Let's do it.
I enjoyed this album.
I did.
Disappointed, no firm.
Yeah.
That was my only critique. Is that I would have loved to have the firm.
But King's Disease 2 was fire. It was a nice little part 2 to King's Disease 1. It was fun.
I will say that the production to me was better on King's Disease 1.
Yeah,
I think this one, a lot of them kind of ran together a little bit,
Yeah.
but it was all right. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like, I've heard Hit Boy have some real dope stuff, and this was kind of like, it feels like King's Disease 2 was like a B-side to King's Disease almost, which is still dope.
Nothing wrong with B-sides.
Nothing wrong with that at all, but I felt like, I don't know, it's still dope. Like I said, it's hard to say. I don't want to like sound like I'm nitpicking at things. I'm just saying, like, if I'm going to be honest, I like this album. I felt like sonically it wasn't as dope, and I think that for the most part, I liked all but 2 songs on it. So I think that's a
good thing.
That's a good thing. You know what I mean? Usually I can skip a bunch of songs on people's albums, but this one I liked all but 2. And the 2 I didn't like, it was 40 Side and YKTV. Wasn't really fucking with those.
I didn't really mind YKTV. I understand. I mean, I didn't understand the whole putting A Boogie and YG on the same shit, because I don't even feel like that song was for them. Like, that wasn't a good. I don't know. I wasn't really fucking with the whole.
I also don't fuck with YG like that. So I mean, that's just me.
Hey, I feel that shit.
So
I don't fuck with A Boogie either. Like Boogie with a hoodie or whatever.
I haven't heard enough from him to make that.
It's not even worth diving into, because.
But what I did here on the album, I was like, it's not. I'm not gonna rush to go listen to no A Boogie stuff or nothing like that. But I want to talk about the EPMD 2 record.
Yes,
because it was dope as hell to hear EPMD.
First off, those niggas snapped in the beginning. God,
that was dope. Nas snapped. M snapped. However, M took too long.
Yeah, he
My
did.
personal opinion,
He did.
His verse ran too long.
He did.
You know what I mean? And I felt like in the first half, he already did what he needed to do. He could have ended it right there.
He didn't want to.
And then it just dragged a little bit for me. I was like, all right, now we're doing the, rest in peace to everybody. Oh, I talked to these people. And, it's like, it's cool. but I don't care. And then, like you were saying, it just got wordy after a while.
Like I felt like he was just being random. Like he was just saying stuff. I'm like, oh, here it goes. Classic post-date Eminem, who always wants to freaking make a bunch of random words together because it sounds good. Like it sounds.
Yeah, sonically, it's like, and I think that's like that's that thing where it kind of like tricks the ear a little bit to be like, oh shit, he's snapping, but it's like,
but not really.
It's good, but it's not. You know, you were snapping at the beginning of this verse,
and
then it just dropped for me.
Hell
yeah. But other than that, like I like that song too. I think it's like this album, Lauryn Hill. Let's talk about Lauryn Hill snapping. Like you. I thought she was gonna sing too.
I did.
I half expected her to be coming out there singing,
but
she snapped.
But she rapped, and she was going in. She was speaking that real shit. I was like, but I think everybody was waiting for Lauryn Hill to say something. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least speak about herself. You know what I'm saying? Speak on her own behalf, because everybody had a lot to say about Lauryn Hill in the industry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now she had a chance on a platform where it makes it better, because Nas just won a Grammy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everybody gonna be listening for Kings of These too, to see if it matches up. You know what I'm saying? And Lauryn Hill on that shit was perfect. That should have been happened. Nas and Lauryn Hill should have been happened. Like again, yeah. Like I mean,
it's happened. But you talk about rapping wise,
that should have been happened, because those,
unless there's a track I don't know about somewhere,
we'll have to dive into that and see if it is. But I haven't heard it, but I would love to hear more of them too. Like, because they're good together, yo. Like, that's just what it is. They're on the same wavelength. They can interact with each other in dope and creative ways, and it's gonna come out organic. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what they do.
Do you think Hit Boy wrote his verse?
I don't know. That sounded mad advanced.
What song was that? What Composure?
Yeah, that sounded mad advanced, Joe. Like,
because he was kind of snapping too.
Yeah, he was.
It always makes me wonder. I'd be like, did you write that, or was that a Nas joint?
I don't know, but I don't know. That was a fire verse though.
I missed AZ on this album
so
much.
Man, AZ would have. See, that's what we should have put on Composure. Is AZ. That would have been he would have snapped on that song. Cause that would have been sheesh.
I mean, for real, like honestly, it's just like I said, this album is dope, and it sets off. We almost at the end of the year anyway, so shit. You know what I mean? It's already up there for hip hop album of the year,
right?
For me, but damn, man, like I would have loved to hear. I would have loved to hear the Firm. I want a Firm album, man. I know we already talked about that.
That
but
I think would happen.
I really do want a Firm album at some point, man. We got to get that.
Dre, if you're listening, you need the Firm album. Get it together. However you do it, just make it happen.
Make it happen, Cap.
Make it happen. Because Firm is that business, bro. Like, the fact that you brought all these, you know what I mean, these MCs who have their own, like, there's just, I don't know, man. Like, that could have been a Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? It could have been just with a little bit less people. But, like, you know what I mean?
Little. Look at you talking about 5 less.
A little less people. You know what I'm saying? But they were like, they had a squad, though. Like, and Dre was producing. That lets you know where Dre's head was at. You know what I'm saying?
That's my thing too, man.
Because he was before he started producing, he was in New York with Jam Master Jay and watching him and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So before he was big, he was going to these parties and stuff like that. So he knows about the mecca hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So he knew this
shit, man. It don't even matter. Like, just Dre is in a class of his own production wise, man. He's a drum flipper. He was like crazy with the samples.
Yes.
That like just no one thinks, and it's like him and Kanye are like Kanye and Ninth Wonder are in that category for as far as like samples, where it's like nobody would ever think to use this as a sample.
Ninth Wonder be using the craziest shit.
Ninth Wonder, I don't even know. Nigga got a crate of weird shit that he just be like, yo,
have you ever heard that?
This'll work.
Have you ever heard that song Close Your Eyes? By Ninth Wonder? Close your eyes. He had like this weird lady singing in the back. Well, I'm like, only Ninth Wonder does like this, dude.
But that's why like Little Brother was so dope, man. Yes. Them productions just hit you, right?
Especially on not Chitlin Circus. Actually, I think it was Chitlin Circus. The morning song. Good morning. Good.
You talk about the one with Fonte with like, I went from niggas telling me I really couldn't rhyme to dropping a classic album motherfuckers couldn't find yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's just
the production on the shit is crazy. And the way Fonte just outworldly. But back to Nas.
You know what? Next week, bro. Top 5 producers. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
What's up? For top 5.
We're gonna do top 5 producers next week because we don't got a top 5 this week, man. But
yeah,
because this verse is just kind of like woo, that's
with the albums. Like, dude, do you understand? I waited till 12 o'clock at night to listen to this album.
This Nas joint.
Hell yeah!
I listened to it today because I've been busy, man. But like, I finally got the chance to like sit down and listen to it while I had some other stuff to do, and I was just able to be like, yeah, let's go. Like, I hope this is a trend for Nas, like, consistency wise too, man, because it's good to see.
Because this is the second album this year.
No. Because King Disease came out last year. King Disease came out last year.
Why do I feel like it came out like earlier this year?
It just feels that way because I've been banging it. You know, you just like this shit don't stop in the rotation, so it don't really matter.
Yeah, this nigga Nas is. But like I said first, so now Nas has 2 of those kind of like double disc things, right? Because he has Illmatic and Stillmatic, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
King Disease 1 and King Disease 2, and we were talking about what are the expectations when it comes to having a second one.
Well, let's talk about that right there, and that's a perfect example. Illmatic, Stillmatic. Did Stillmatic live up to the Illmatic name? Illmatic was an instant classic.
Yeah, off rip.
You know what I mean?
No, a lot of people no appearances, no nothing.
A lot of people put that as like one of the best debut albums ever. I would put my personal okay, let's say who would you say had the best debut album? Like rap wise, just
sheesh.
It's a tough one, but for me, I would probably go with Snoop. I think Doggy Style was one of the most complete albums I've ever heard. You know what I mean? And just the way it came, every song was just fire. Not a single one where you were like, that's trash. Like, Doggy Style was up there, man. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's a good one. I
don't even fuck with Snoop like that, but it was a dope album. Like, Doggy Style is classic, man. He could play all the Doggy Style in the verses and beat just about anybody. Like, there's not too many people who can fuck with the catalog that Snoop has. But a lot of like the ones that you remember like that, like right. Gin and Juice and all that shit, that's Doggy Style. Like,
that's true.
He's a tough one. He's a tough cookie to fuck with, bruh.
I think the Chronic was up on that level too, though.
First one?
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, of course it was.
I'll say that too.
Because like Dre, I don't, and they become like these albums. They become instant classics. You know what I'm saying?
And it was what Dre was best at, the compilation style album. Like, you know.
And Ice Cube's first album, Straight Outta Compton, I said that on purpose because he wrote pretty much everybody's shit on the whole album.
Everybody but MC Ren.
Yeah, exactly. MC Ren's the only one. But still, Straight Outta Compton, another good one. You know what I'm saying? Because, once again, became an instant classic for a lot of reasons. And it got the attention of government officials. Like, people,
them niggas was mad
as fuck for talking.
But would you say, like, okay, so back to the Illmatic, as an album, like, if you do something like that, name it Stillmatic, which is clearly a continuation of Illmatic, do those expectations go higher?
Heck yeah, they do, because you're putting a next addition to the first one that was already classic. You know what I'm saying? I always felt like, even with sophomore albums, period, like,
there's a lot of expectations.
There's a lot of expectations because there's a problem. Like, you have this, especially with 50 Cent. That's why he fell off so easy. It's because his first album banged right off the gate.
And Richard Died Trying. Yeah,
it was off the rip. And then The Massacre came out, and no one gave a shit.
It was lackluster, man. It was really just lackluster. It was just like, all right, yeah, you had a couple of songs on there,
but it wasn't good though. Like,
nah, I wouldn't put it. I wouldn't even like. I won't even say that. I've never gone back to that album to find anything that I liked off of it, really. So
Massacre's not good. It's just
I enjoyed Get Rich or Die Trying.
Right, but it wasn't good though. Like, I mean, Massacre sucked. So that's what I'm saying. Like, even with this, especially when you name it the same thing, that's gonna be like, oh man, that first one was crazy.
I feel like that's really like the thing too, because I feel like when Jay dropped The Blueprint, it was a dope ass album. And then he was like, all right, Blueprint 2 coming. And niggas like, what?
Wait, what?
Like, The Gift and the Curse. And it was just like, all right, let's do it, man. Let's do it. I don't really see how they coincide, but also don't see how each disc coincides with each other. But I'm sure, I'm never going to doubt Jay. I'm sure there was something there that I just missed. But yeah, it was right there. You know, I do think that there are expectations when you do that. I think even when he dropped Blueprint 3, it was kind of like, how's this going to turn out?
But it still came out good, though. Like, Jay-Z, and I think he did it perfectly because he didn't name every album that. You know what I'm saying? He still put albums in between these albums.
Like fucking Lil Wayne and shit.
Yeah, like the Carter 3. Like, I feel like
Carter 2 was the best one.
Yeah,
I'm not even. There's no dispute in my eyes. Carter 2 is the best one. The Carter 1 is absolute garbage.
You
Carter
think it's garbage?
There's songs that I like, but as a whole, he wasn't.
That's true.
Really Carter doing what he do best.
Yeah, Carter 2. He was at his like his ish. He was doing it. That's where he was.
He was snapping.
Yeah, he was snapping.
He was snapping on the Carter 2.
Yeah.
The Carter 3 was dope, but it was still like. It still missed for me.
Yeah.
The Carter 4 I felt like was a rush project.
5 too.
And 5
I feel like 5 wasn't that bad though. Like it could have been. It could have
been worse. I think 5 was really. He just needed to put some music out too.
Yeah.
I think like after being away so long, all the legal troubles, all that other stuff that he was going through, like he had to put out.
Had to do that.
And it wasn't, like you said, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad in any way. It wasn't the Carter 2. It wasn't the Carter 2.
Carter 2 was fire.
Carter 2 was the dopest one, man. But
true.
I think that is a tough thing to do. Like, I think it's different for the Carters because, like, once Carter 2 came out and you realize like this was going to be a thing because they came right after each other.
Right.
You were like, okay, this is just going to be the name of the album. So there's no real like.
The expectations.
I don't really say the expectations for them are the same.
Album, pretty much.
As if you do like a Illmatic and a Stillmatic. I don't think they're the same. Because that's just, he's like, all right, I'm not naming albums anymore.
Yeah, right.
I'm not naming albums.
We're at 10 now.
Because what was it yet? The Block is Hot, 500 Degree. Was it? No,
yeah,
Juvenile.
Yeah,
who was 400?
Juvenile was 400.
I was kind of lazy. But I think like once you do that, it does put pressure on you though to like top that. Like I never really like cared for Food and Liquor 2, but Food and Liquor 1 was dope. And I think that once he was like, oh, I'm doing Food and Liquor 2, I was like, all right now. You better do something with it. Like
Food and Liquor 2 got to be great. You know what I'm saying?
And I just didn't think it was that dope. I thought it was kind of lackluster. It didn't wow me in any way. You know, Lupe is rapping and he's doing a good job, but like song wise, he just didn't really.
No, you're right. You're right because I like Food and Liquor 1 better. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Food and Liquor 1 better. That was another dope debut album too. Food and Liquor was a good one.
Yeah, Food and Liquor was.
Because he
College Dropout.
Yep, College Dropout was definitely a banger.
Shit, we might have to do that one too at some point too.
But
this is our top 5 debuts.
Hell yeah, man.
Wu-Tang definitely up there with 36 Chambers.
Hell yeah, yo. Like what? That's a lot.
Tribe,
of course.
Let's stop talking about it, nigga. We gotta save it. We gotta save it.
Oh shit! But yeah, I love this album as usual. Nas just did his thing. I think King Disease 2, and it's just different from King Disease 1. That's why
I like the first one better.
I like the first one better, but I feel like
also think for me is a lot of that had to do with the features too, because you got Anderson .Paak. It's a win for me.
True.
You got Big Sean on there.
Yeah.
You got what's that?
Charlie Wilson was on the other. Both.
He was on there. He was on that one too.
Yeah.
Then of course, you got the Firm. You can't win when you have the Firm on that shit. It's not the same, but it is. I thought it was dope. I thought this album was.
All right. So did you like because King Disease 1 had a song like YKTV. It was the other one, Spicy. On the first one with ASAP Ferg and
I forgot.
Guy who remains nameless because he's not good. That guy's not good. I forgot what his name. Fabio Foreign or whatever the hell.
Yeah,
he's not good.
I don't know. I didn't really like Spicy that much on the last one either, though. But
it's got that. But it's like YKTV, right? Because I feel like what Nas is doing is taking like two young or like new artists or new peeps and putting them on there.
I can see that,
so he can like. I guess either big them up,
but he had Dirk on "Till the Wars Won," and that track was fire.
That was a dope ass song.
That shit is fire. Dirk snapped, bro. Like I just like I think, and I just think it's all about like placement too. Sometimes too, I feel like I don't outside of songs that he's on that are his songs. Just I don't think YG seems out of place in a lot of places. Like
I can see
he's just. Like him rapping with Nas just sounds crazy to me. It's just like, yeah, like this is like being JV at high school and trying to go play with fucking Kobe. Like it just, yeah, you play basketball and you're good where you are, but you're not Kobe. You know what I mean? You can't just go to the NBA out of JV and be like, you a freshman at high school and be like, yep, this is where I belong, right here in the league. Like, not yet. You got some time, man, but. This album was dope, man.
Yeah.
Out of 10, what would you give it?
I'd give it an 8.5. It was pretty good. It was dope. I didn't have no complaints for it. The album, like
I give it an 8 too, just because of the 2 songs I don't like. That's pretty much it. And then like I said, the production I just think wasn't as dope. But that's not a knock on Hit Boy. I mean, he's got a lot of dope shit. It's like at some point he's gonna have ones that are just better than the others. Like that's everybody. It is what it is, you know.
That's dope, yo. Like it was a great album. I enjoyed it.
This Verzuz though, oh my god, Jadakiss is out here just straight snapping, man.
Yo, like he's we out here for bars.
This nigga wasn't even playing. Look, you shut up, Paper. At the end of the day, what it comes down to is Joel Santana, they woke up late. They started trying to play all they big ones like late. And by then it was too late. Because he played
already demolished.
I don't even know why he thought Santana's Town was going to be a win, man. To me, or no, not Santana's Town. Santana was going to be a win.
Oh yeah,
that song is trash.
That song is garbage.
That song is trash, man.
Santana, like
the nigga said, my po piece talking, sound oh so sweet talking, do Momo Street talking, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's like, look, I see what you were trying to do there.
No,
but it just doesn't work for me, man.
It wasn't good. That wasn't
like they should have played the Dipset anthem way sooner, man. To at least keep the momentum going. Because with that's to me, that's a song right there that could get it done. That's a song that you could play and be like, yeah, we competing now. It just took too long to play it.
This nigga fucking Cameron played Killer Cam, dog. Like, why would you like?
Because I'm telling you. The logic here from Dipset was that they have more quote unquote hits. And I also think that time plays a factor. The Dipset were more active more recently at a higher quote unquote level than the LOX were. So they're going off of what they think people remember most recently, right? And yeah, because Jim Jones played this Chris Brown joint, a little too late, not the venue for it, because no one gave a shit. Like that was cool. That would have been fine anywhere else maybe, but you can't do that here. The LOX are out here barring you up, nigga. Like, what are you gonna do? You can't just sit there and try to be like, yeah, we gonna get the ladies involved. Ooh, we gonna play Hey Ma. Like, shut the
bro.
It's a cool song, but this ain't the venue.
Saying, oh, they don't like girls. That was,
and then that's what I'm saying though, because even like when Cameron did it, oh, you don't got a New York record like that. The nigga played New York, which was a bigger hit. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. It was a bigger hit.
Everybody liked that.
That shit was fire. They made 1,000 remixes.
Yeah, nigga, what? That fucking
like, that's what I'm saying. And then you did the same thing. Oh, you ain't got no records for the ladies. This nigga just all they had to do was play Ride or Die, bitch, and it would have been it.
But they went. They did a whole medley for the for the ladies. Nigga, he said it.
Nigga, it was just insane to me that they were like Dipset was unprepared.
No, LOX was just prepared.
And it just shows you, man. People still love hip hop in for the core of what hip hop is. Like, don't get me wrong, Dipset be cool, man, but they make different kinds of songs. They make songs that like are like poppy street records. That's the best way I could describe it. Man. Whereas the LOX, they make street records. Like, every time I hear them, I want to stab somebody, bro. Like, rob somebody. I was ready to rob. We was at practice when I started watching that shit. So we started playing niggas at start. So I was like, yo, one of these niggas about to get their wallet jacked right now, bro. I don't care what it is. Clack, clack, come about it, homie. Like, I don't know what to do. But that shit is just hard, man. It's just hard. Shit. And they still been dropping music. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's not like them niggas fell off. It's not like,
and they didn't play nothing for the new album. Nothing for the new album.
Bro, I would have loved to see them just bring out Griselda and do Think of the LOX, nigga. That shit would have been
do the y'all ain't about shit. You know, just have D-Mex's.
Oh, you talking about ballad shit? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That would have set it off too, man. That was a dope one. They could have done that. Jeremiah was in the crowd. They could have done Do to Me with Jeremiah there. Like, this shit would have been.
They had some joints with that.
Bro, it's just they're just too much. You know, nigga said it. Sheek Louch, LOX, just too many hits. Fuck that. That many bricks. Like, there's just too much. They were too much for them. From the beginning, they knew exactly what they were here for. Just grimy New York shit, man.
Yeah, because it's New York. You're in Madison Square Garden. Niggas know. See, people expected things too. With it, LOX and Dipset, you're expecting bars. Like, in that realm, that's expected. What the fuck?
Nigga, did you say realm?
Realm, yeah.
Realm?
Yeah, realm.
Realm.
Yeah.
The fuck is a realm?
You eat realm?
No, what's a realm?
That's what it is.
Well, what is it?
It's like a a place, nigga.
You mean realm?
Whatever, dog. You know what I mean.
You said realm though.
So
like
what?
what's
That's what I've been saying forever.
the spelling isn't even the same on those two words.
Why you know about this?
Spell realm.
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 No, it's realm.
Now spell realm.
It's realm.
That's what I can't fuck with you.
You can't get on me about it, dog.
You just said realm.
I've been doing it forever. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so you just been wrong forever, right? Realm.
Hey, whatever, dude. Don't even get on my case about it, all right? I'm going to say realm forever until I die.
That's a long time.
Yep.
To be selling realm.
Oh, well, it's my realm. I can do what I want.
I fucking hate you. You got anything else?
Oh, man. I'm just going to be fired, by the way.
What?
Y'all don't even know. Me and this guy. Well, I mean, this guy mostly. I'm just in the background. But Brotherhood's going to be album. It's going to be dope. It's going to be fucking flame. Got some joints coming out. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited, man, because it's been a long time coming. We should have been did this shit, but it's going down now, nigga.
Good show.
It's going down.
All right, man. On that note, you got a sign off yet? You got a cool sign off?
No, because the last time I tried that shit, you gave shit for it. I forgot what I said, but it was trash.
It was trash. We all got a cool sign off. What was that?
That was the sign off.
Yeah, whatever, but we're also on mic, so people have to hear the sign off. You can't just make a gesture.
Do they have to sign?
Can't just
have to hear it?
Brotherhood out.